Hey Taurus, welcome back. I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, the energy coming through is something really special. You know how sometimes you can feel that shift in the air, that sense that something significant is about to land in your life? That is exactly what I am picking up for you right now. The universe has been working behind the scenes, arranging pieces that you could not even see, and now everything is aligning in a way that is going to bring you genuine happiness and fulfillment. So let me walk you through what the cards are showing, because this reading feels like watching a beautiful story unfold, one where you are finally getting the rewards you have truly earned through all your patience and hard work. There is something about this particular moment in time for you that feels like a culmination, like all the threads of your journey are weaving together into something really meaningful. The first card that came out is the Nine of Wands, and this immediately tells me where you have been recently. You have been in a space of perseverance, maybe even feeling a bit worn down. This card shows someone who has been through challenges, who has faced obstacles and kept going despite feeling tired or uncertain. You know that feeling when you have been pushing forward for so long that you start wondering if it is all worth it? That is the Nine of Wands energy. You have been holding your ground, protecting what matters to you, staying committed even when things felt heavy or difficult. But here is what is beautiful about this card appearing now. It is not just about struggle, it is about being on the verge of completion. The Nine of Wands always appears right before the victory, right before things shift. You are standing at that threshold, Taurus, where all that endurance is about to pay off in ways that might surprise you. The energy I am getting is that you have earned this next phase through your resilience, through your refusal to give up even when circumstances tested you repeatedly. I can see you have been like a guard standing watch, making sure everything you have built stays protected, and that vigilance has not gone unnoticed by the universe. What is interesting is that this card often appears when someone has almost forgotten why they started fighting in the first place. They are just in survival mode, just keeping things together. But you are about to remember. You are about to see exactly why all that effort mattered. Now, right after that, I pulled the Magician, and this is where things get really interesting. The Magician is pure manifestation energy, all about having the tools, the skills, the resources right in front of you to create what you want. After that period of perseverance, you are moving into a phase where you suddenly have access to everything you need. It is like the universe is saying, okay, you have proven yourself, you have stayed the course, now here are all the ingredients for your success. The Magician has all four suits on his table: wands for passion and action, cups for emotion and relationships, swords for clarity and communication, pentacles for material abundance and stability. This tells me you are entering a time where different areas of your life are coming together in a really powerful way. You might find yourself suddenly having clarity about your next steps, feeling inspired about opportunities that align with your actual desires, and seeing tangible results start to manifest. What I love about this card following the Nine of Wands is that it shows your struggle was not in vain. You were actually building something the whole time, developing skills and wisdom that you now get to use consciously and powerfully. The Magician is about conscious creation, about understanding that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but rather you have the ability to direct energy and attention toward what you want to bring into being. For you, Taurus, this feels especially significant because you are such a practical sign. You need to see real results, and the Magician promises exactly that. You are going to notice that when you set an intention or take action towards something, things start clicking into place much faster than they have been. Synchronicities will increase, the right people will appear, opportunities will present themselves in ways that feel almost magical, but are actually just you being in complete alignment with your power. Then we have the Three of Swords. And I know this might look concerning at first, but stay with me because the context here is really important. The Three of Swords traditionally speaks to heartbreak, disappointment, or painful realizations. But what I am sensing is that this card is actually about a necessary release, a final clearing of old pain or old patterns that have been holding you back. Sometimes before we can fully receive blessings, we need to let go of whatever is blocking our hearts from being open. This could be about finally releasing attachment to a situation that did not work out, letting go of disappointment over how things turned out in the past, or moving beyond old wounds that have been influencing your present choices. The energy I am getting is not about new heartbreak coming in, but rather about old heartbreak finally being processed and released. It is like the universe is helping you clear out that last bit of emotional weight so you can step into what is coming next with a truly open heart. You might be having some moments of reflection where old feelings come up, but these are healing moments, not setbacks. You are being given the opportunity to finally make peace with certain chapters of your life so they no longer have power over your future. I think what is happening here is that as you step into this new manifestation energy with the magician, you are becoming aware of old stories you have been carrying, old beliefs about what you deserve or what is possible for you, and those beliefs were formed during times of pain. The Three of Swords is showing you that it is time to rewrite those stories, to acknowledge that yes, painful things happened, but they do not define what is available to you moving forward. There is something about allowing yourself to feel that old pain one more time, really acknowledging it, and then consciously choosing to release it that creates space for the new. You cannot pour new wine into old vessels, as they say, and this card is about clearing out those old emotional containers so they can be filled with something fresh and beautiful. After that clearing, the Five of Swords appears, and this is another card that might seem challenging, but actually carries an important message for you right now. The Five of Swords is about conflicts, about walking away from battles that were not serving you, about choosing your peace over being right. What I am seeing is that you are learning, or have recently learned, that not every fight is worth fighting. Not every situation requires your energy or engagement. There might have been people or circumstances where you were trying so hard to make things work, trying to convince others of your worth or your perspective, and this card is about recognizing when it is time to just let it go. Sometimes the real victory is in disengagement, in refusing to let certain dynamics drain you anymore. The way this card appears in your reading tells me you are developing wisdom about where to direct your energy, about protecting your peace, instead of trying to win arguments or change minds that do not want to be changed. This is actually setting you up beautifully for what comes next, because you are learning to conserve your power for what truly matters. I am getting that there might have been a specific situation recently where you just decided you were done, where you walked away from drama or conflict that was going nowhere, and even though it might have felt like defeat in the moment, it was actually one of the most powerful things you could have done. The Five of Swords teaches us that sometimes you have to lose the battle to win the war. That strategic retreat is different from giving up. You are learning to pick your battles, to recognize when your energy is better spent elsewhere. And this maturity is going to serve you incredibly well as you move into this new phase. The people or situations you are walking away from, they are making space for what is actually meant for you, for connections and opportunities that do not require you to fight or prove yourself constantly. And here comes the Page of Pentacles, which brings such refreshing energy after those sword cards. The Page of Pentacles is about new beginnings in the material realm, fresh opportunities for growth, learning something new that has practical applications. This feels like a complete shift in energy, like you are moving from mental and emotional processing into actual tangible possibilities. The page brings curiosity, enthusiasm, a willingness to start something even if you are a beginner at it. What I am picking up is that there is something new you are going to be exploring or learning, something that has real potential to develop into something substantial over time. This could be a new skill, a new project, a new stream of income, or a new approach to something you already do. The beautiful thing about the page is that it does not require you to have everything figured out. It just asks you to be willing to learn and grow. You are entering a student energy in the best possible way, open and receptive to new information and new ways of doing things. This card suggests that being humble enough to learn and grow is actually what opens the door to bigger opportunities. For Taurus specifically, this is really wonderful because you are such a steady, grounded sign. But sometimes that groundedness can turn into resistance to change or new methods. The Page of Pentacles is encouraging you to stay open, to be willing to try something different even if it feels unfamiliar at first. I am seeing this might be related to how you make money, or how you approach your work or creative projects. There is a new method or system or skill that is going to catch your interest, and even though you might feel like a beginner, your natural Taurus persistence combined with genuine interest is going to help you master it faster than you expect. What I really love about this card here is that it shows you are not just clearing old energy, you are actively reaching for new possibilities. You are saying yes to growth and expansion in practical ways. Then the Three of Wands comes through, and oh Taurus, this is where I started feeling really excited for you. The Three of Wands is about expansion, about looking out at the horizon and seeing your ships coming in. This is someone who has planted seeds, who has put in the work, and now stands watching their efforts begin to bear fruit. After all that perseverance, all that learning and clearing, you are moving into a phase where things genuinely start expanding for you. This could be literal expansion, your world getting bigger through opportunities, travel, connections with people in different places, or it could be energetic expansion, your sense of possibility growing, your confidence in what you can achieve increasing. What I love about the Three of Wands here is that it suggests you are not just waiting anymore, you are actively seeing results. You are watching things unfold, seeing collaborations develop, witnessing your vision starting to take shape in the real world. The energy is forward-looking, optimistic, filled with anticipation of good things arriving. You are stepping into a leadership role in your own life, taking that commanding position where you can survey what you have built and make strategic decisions about where to expand next. The figure in the Three of Wands stands with confidence, looking out at vast possibilities, and that is exactly where you are heading. What is particularly powerful is that this expansion is not random or chaotic. It is the natural result of everything you have been building. Those seeds you planted during difficult times, the investments you made in yourself and your growth, they are starting to sprout, and you can see the evidence of your efforts. For some of you, this might manifest as your work or business reaching new audiences, as opportunities coming from unexpected places, as invitations to collaborate with people whose work you admire. For others, it might be about your internal landscape expanding, about feeling like you can breathe more fully, like possibilities exist that you had stopped believing in. Either way, this is about growth that feels good, that feels aligned, that brings a sense of accomplishment and excitement about what is still to come. Now, here is where things get really beautiful. The Ace of Cups appears, and this is pure emotional fulfillment, new love, deep joy, spiritual renewal. After all that clearing and all that work, the universe is delivering something that genuinely fills your heart. The Ace of Cups is about overflowing emotion in the best possible way, about feeling truly happy and content, about love flowing into your life. This could manifest as a new romantic connection for some of you, someone who truly sees you and appreciates you for who you are. But it could also be about falling back in love with your own life, finding that deep satisfaction and peace that comes from being aligned with your truth. The Ace represents new beginnings, so this is not just about feeling good temporarily. This is about opening to a whole new level of emotional fulfillment that can sustain itself and grow. What I am sensing is that your heart is genuinely being renewed. That capacity to feel hope and joy and love is being restored in a really powerful way. You are receiving this divine cup of blessings, and it is going to overflow into every area of your life. The timing of this card after the Three of Wands is so perfect, because it shows that as your external world expands, Your internal emotional world is also being filled. You are not having to choose between success and happiness, between achievement and love. You are getting both. The Ace of Cups brings this quality of grace, of receiving something beautiful that you did not necessarily work for in a transactional way, but that you attracted through becoming more aligned with who you truly are. I am feeling that for many of you, this emotional renewal is going to surprise you with its depth and its staying power. You might have gotten used to guarding your heart, to not expecting too much emotionally, and suddenly you are going to find yourself feeling things more deeply, caring more openly, allowing yourself to be vulnerable in ways that actually feel safe, because you have done the work to create that safety within yourself first. Right alongside that, the star shows up, and I actually got chills when I turned this card over. The star is hope, healing, divine guidance, connection to something greater than yourself. After going through challenges represented by those earlier cards, the star says you are being blessed with renewed faith and inspiration. This is the universe itself reaching down to you, offering you healing and reassurance that you are on the right path. The star appears after the storm, after the difficult times, bringing light and clarity and the sense that everything is going to be okay, better than okay actually. What I am feeling is that you are reconnecting with your sense of purpose, with that inner knowing that you are being guided and supported. Some of you might be having more spiritual experiences, feeling more connected to your intuition, noticing synchronicities and signs that confirm you are exactly where you need to be. The star is about aligning with your highest good, trusting in the flow of life, knowing that the universe has your back. This is such a powerful card to appear alongside the Ace of Cups, because together they suggest both emotional fulfillment and spiritual alignment are happening simultaneously. You are not just feeling good, you are feeling connected to something larger, sensing that your life has meaning and purpose beyond just day-to-day survival. The star brings this quality of serenity, of peace that comes from trusting the process, from believing that even when you cannot see the full picture, something benevolent is guiding you toward your highest good. I am picking up that many of you are going to experience moments of profound clarity in the coming period, moments where you suddenly understand why certain things had to happen the way they did, where you see the divine orchestration behind events that seemed random or difficult at the time. The star is also about healing on every level, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and I am sensing that you are entering a period of deep restoration, where old wounds are finally able to heal completely, where you feel genuinely renewed and refreshed. Then we have the Four of Wands, and this honestly could not be more perfect. The Four of Wands is celebration, stability, foundations being established, home and family harmony. This is about things coming together in your physical reality in a way that feels secure and joyful. After all that growth and healing, you are actually building something stable that you can celebrate. This could be literal, like moving into a new home, establishing a committed relationship, celebrating a milestone, or creating a business foundation. Or it could be energetic, finally feeling settled in yourself, feeling like you have found your people or your place. The Four of Wands has this energy of arrival, of reaching a point where you can pause and actually enjoy what you have created. There is music and dancing and joy in this card, a sense that you have earned the right to celebrate. What I love about this appearing after the Star and Ace of Cups is that it grounds all that beautiful spiritual and emotional energy into something tangible and lasting. You are not just feeling good temporarily, you are actually establishing a new baseline of happiness and stability in your life. The Four of Wands represents those moments when you look around and realize, I did it. I actually created this. Whether that is a home that feels like sanctuary, a relationship that feels like partnership, a career that feels fulfilling, or simply an internal state of peace and contentment. This card has such joyful energy, and I am feeling that you are going to have genuine reasons to celebrate. that life is going to give you moments where you can actually relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor. For Taurus especially, this card resonates so deeply because you value stability and security. You need to feel like you have built something solid, and the Four of Wands promises exactly that. You are not building castles in the air. You are creating real foundations that can support your dreams and your growth moving forward. And then we close with the Magician appearing again, which is absolutely incredible. When a card appears twice in a reading, it amplifies its message significantly. The Magician bookending this reading tells me that you are being given repeated confirmation that you have the power to create what you want. After moving through challenges, doing the inner work, releasing what needed to be released, you are stepping fully into your manifestation power. You have proven to yourself and the universe that you can handle what life throws at you, that you can persist, that you can learn and grow and evolve. Now you get to use all that wisdom and strength to consciously create the next chapter. The Magician says, as above, so below, meaning what you hold in your consciousness will manifest in your reality. You are being asked to own your power, to recognize that you are not a victim of circumstances, but rather a creative force capable of shaping your experience. This second appearance of the Magician feels like the universe giving you a standing ovation, acknowledging everything you have become through your journey, and handing you the tools to build something extraordinary. What is particularly powerful about this card appearing twice is that it creates a frame around the entire reading. It is like the universe is saying, this entire journey from perseverance through clearing, through expansion, through fulfillment, all of it has been about you claiming your power as a conscious creator. You started with the tools, you went through the experiences that taught you how to use them, and now you return to those same tools, but with completely different wisdom and capability. The second Magician is not the same as the first. You are not the same person you were when this journey started. You have been initiated through experience, you have earned your mastery, and now you get to practice that mastery in ways that will amaze even you. So when I look at this reading as a whole, Taurus, what I see is a complete transformation arc. You have been through a period of endurance and challenge, you have done deep emotional clearing, and learned important lessons about where to direct your energy. Now you are moving into this incredibly blessed phase where emotional fulfillment, spiritual alignment, tangible success, and creative power are all converging. The blessing that is coming to you is not just one thing, it is a complete shift in your life experience. You are being given the opportunity to establish something real and lasting, something that brings you genuine joy and satisfaction. The universe is essentially saying, you have done the work, you have earned this, now receive it fully and use your gifts to continue creating beauty in your life. This is your moment, Taurus. The moment when everything you have been hoping for and working toward starts to materialize in your actual lived experience. Can you feel that shift happening? I would love to hear what resonates with you from this reading, so drop a comment and let me know which card hit home the most for you. Let me know if you are already seeing signs of this expansion and blessing showing up in your world.